Alrighty, welcome to another day in paradise. Now sorry about the funny lighting here at the moment. It's streaming in because it's a beautiful day outside. But today's mission, if I choose to accept it, is to finally get some individual gears out of this gearbox, or attempt to. Whether it works or not, who knows. So, what I've got is I've been getting some bits and pieces together. So what I've started to make here is a relay box. It has 4 relays in it at this stage. It will have 4 relays in it, and each one of those relays is to power each one of the 4 solenoids that change the gears in the gearbox. I've just wired them straight into the main gearbox plug that controls the solenoids inside the gearbox, and some power cables at this stage. So the next mission now is to this plug here has got to be wired in to trigger the relays, and this plug here is the plug that goes onto the original, same as this is the switch on the gearbox to tell you what gear you're in. So basically what I'm going to do, if it all goes to plan, is I'm going to use the signals from each gear on the switch here to trigger the appropriate relays 2 at a time in different orders to control the 4 solenoids inside the gearbox, and we'll see what happens, and hopefully that should give me my 1, 2, 3, 4 gears individually. I'm not sure if it's going to work. It's a similar system to what I've seen done in America with the 2 solenoid gearboxes, but this one's got 4 solenoids. So we'll just see what happens. This is the original plug out of the switch on the gearbox, but I had to add some extra wires into it to get the full range of gear selections out of that switch, because the switch only had pretty much park, reverse, neutral and drive, and it didn't have the individual gears. So I've raided some wires out of another one, jammed them in there, and so now I can have all individual gears signals coming out of that switch unit. So like I said, I don't know if it's going to work. I'm not sure if there's a delay in between changing gears and that'll cause a problem. I'm not sure if running the solenoids at 100% is, instead of duty cycled like the computer does, is a good thing or not. I know that when the gearbox goes into fail-safe, it's running 100% anyway, so we'll see what happens. So I'll wire this up, and it's a little bit tricky because I've got each one of these wires that, when it goes into these little box here, is going to have to be all dioded to hell, so that there is no backfeeding to other solenoids, because a lot of things are sort of semi-connected. So I'll put a stack of diodes in there to isolate each circuit from each other. I'm not sure if it's going to work. We'll see. Right, I'll get into it. Okay, so after a couple of hours of mucking around and wiring, I've got it all sorted. This is what I've got. So this is my main power in and my ignition feed to turn everything on. I've got an earth there. I've got the main plug that drives the solenoids in the gearbox there. This goes to the switch unit, like this one here, but on the gearbox, and that's got an earth on it, and it's also got a plug for my inhibitor switch for the starting, so it only starts in neutral or park. Hopefully that should all work, and I've got my relays all in, ready to go. And behind here is a huge mess, but it's all there. Don't know if you can see in there, but there's heat shrunk diodes in all the circuits, so they don't backfeed each other. Bit of experiment, we'll see what happens. I'll chuck it on and power it up, and hopefully we might have some gears, you never know. Fingers crossed. I'm giving it 50-50, so we'll see. Okay, so I've just sort of thrown that in there. I've got my box sitting over there. It's obviously going to be mounted somewhere. I've just randomly ran the loom just to plug it in. And as for my power I'm just going to stick it on the alternator for now, just with a clip. And I just want to see if it's going to work for a start. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see what happens. Alright, here goes. Hopefully, looks alright. First gear. Bloody Nora. Bloody hell.